Hello everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hi there. How is it going, everyone? I hope that everyone is in a great condition. You're all healthy and wealthy. And welcome back. Welcome back to our channel, English with Mr. Ashraf. Okay, so it's been a while since my last video. So I hope that you are still expecting to get new videos from us and don't get bored to have some videos from us. Okay, so without any further ado, we just start our lesson today. So it's about TOEFL again. And our main concern today, we're going to discuss about the uh, the structure part. So as far as we know that in TOEFL test, the structure part has about 40 numbers or 40 questions, and it is divided by two divisions or two sections. Section 1 and Section 2. Section 1, there are about 15 numbers with the multiple choices like this. And Section 2, as far as we know, it has the name is the structure and written expression. So you have the question, and some parts are being underlined, and you have to be able to identify the mistakes or the incorrect ones. And then the incorrect one will be the options that you have to pick out to be your answer in the TOEFL test. Okay, so we just start now, in the structured part. So I'm going to use both languages, guys, English and Indonesian. Uh, right. So yeah, in the structured part, you have to be able to identify the subject and the verb. Right. So let's start with this example first. Example one from the paper and computer TOEFL test. If you check in here, so we have the blank and was pick up for miles on the freeway. So we have few options here. Yesterday, in the morning. Wait a second, guys. All right. Yesterday, and then in the morning, traffic and cars. So which one is the answer according to you? Right. So you can post this video to find the right answer. Okay. Okay. Have you got the answer now? Okay. So the answer is, of course, traffic. Yeah, the answer is traffic. Do you know the reason? Yeah, like we have discussed before. Yeah. The simplest skill that you have to master to get the right answer of TOEFL test is being able to identify the subject and the verb in a sentence structure. Okay. So if you can identify the sentence, so we have the verb here was back up, and we have the blank here, and there's no subject verb. There's no subject yet. So what is missing in this context, guys? Of course, it is the subject. Yeah, okay. So we have the verb here was pick up, but we don't have the subject. And what is the best subject in this context? Yeah, the best subject is of course traffic. Yeah, not cars. Yeah, because you have to know about subject verb agreement. Yeah, so singular subject will take a singular verb. In this context, was. Yeah, but then when it is a plural subject, then you have to use a plural verb. Yeah, or were. Yeah, so the best answer is traffic in this context because the verb is was. Yeah, okay, correct. So yesterday and in the morning, both options do not match with this context. Right. So let's see some more examples. Right. Ready, guys? Okay, let's move on. Okay, second. Okay. What do you think about this example, guys? Engineers blank or work on the new space program. Again, you have to be able to identify the subject and the verb. In this example, we can find the subject, which is engineers. Yeah. But for work, of course, it is not a verb. Yeah. Okay. So this is, we can name it as a prepositional object or preposition. I mean. Yeah. So what is missing in this context? Yeah, you're right. The missing part is a verb. Right, great. Yeah, the missing part is a verb, guys. So you need to complete the blank with a verb, which is provided in the options. Okay. So, which one is the verb? When you say a, it's not correct, yeah, because necessary is an adjective. And when you choose option A, you need to add another verb, or in this context, a linking verb or to be. So you may say, well, let's say if you choose A, so it should be engineers are needed. Sorry, engineers are necessary. So to be correct, if you use engineers are necessary, right? So the best answer in this context is B, yeah, are needed, right? Engineers are needed because we need a verb, all right? Okay, so I think that's clear enough for you, right? So again, if you have any comments, any questions about the thing that I explained or the questions that we have discussed, then you can give some comments or questions in the comment column. Okay, so let's continue, everybody. Okay, yeah, the next example is this one. Yeah, right. The boy blank going to the movies with a friend. Yeah, again, you need to be able to identify the subject and the verb. Yeah. In this context, the subject is the boy, of course, right? And we have a verb going to, but do you think it's possible to say the boy going to the movies with a friend? No, so there's something missing. Yeah? There's something missing. All right. So of course we need to be in here. So actually you may say the boy is going to the movies with a friend. That's possible. That's correct. But we don't have that option, do we? Yeah. Okay. So of course we cannot use A, the boy he is going to the movies with a friend because in this context you have two subjects. Double subjects is not allowed in TOEFL test. So A is not really correct. Same with B. Yeah. So we have double subjects in this context. How about C? What do you think? The boy is relaxing going to. Doesn't it sound weird? Because you have relaxing and going. Yeah, and of course that doesn't make sense. Okay. So of course the best answer in this context we have to choose D. Yeah, option D is the best. The boy will be going to the movies with a friend. Okay. Yes. That's it. Okay. For example, three. And I just give you one, yeah, maybe one number, yeah. Okay. From exercise one. Yeah, so this is the rule that we have to remember. A sentence in English must have at least one subject and one verb. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you one number, number three. For five until seven, it will be your turn, yeah, to answer them and give me your answers in the comments. All right, and then we'll discuss about the right answers in our next video because we don't want to make this video quite long. Yeah, okay. So if you check number two, a schedule of the day's events can be obtained at the front desk. So in this context, again, you need to be able to identify which one is subject and which one is the verb. Okay. So the subject is, of course, which one, everybody? Yeah, you're right. A schedule. Yeah. All right. Actually, it's quite long. Schedule of the day's events. Yeah, but because the day's events, this phrase comes after a preposition of, so we don't classify this as the core noun or the real subject. So the real subject is a schedule, right? And can be obtained. This is the verb. Yeah. Okay. So meaning this is correct because the sentence provides a subject and a verb, right? How about number one? Why the code is I or incorrect? Can you identify? Can you say it? All right. And do you notice the mistake in this number? Okay. Last week went fishing for trout at the nearby mountain lake. Yeah. So we have the verb went. And last week in this context, it is not the subject. It's an adverb of time. Of course, it's not the best. Okay, this is not the subject and it's not the best option for us here. Okay. So we need to insert or we need to add up a subject that comes before the verb, right, guys? So probably you may say last week, you can say he, or you can use other subjects such as I or we or other subjects that you think are appropriate or that are suitable in this context. Okay, everyone? So that's one number one. And then how about number three? Okay, I'll give you time to think. A job on the day shift or the night shift at the plant available. Okay, so if your grammar alarm ticks or works, yeah, or so you get some kind of what is it? Oh, awareness that is I think it's not really correct. So meaning your grammar is a bit okay, yeah, guys. Yeah, right. Starting from that alarm first. Yeah, okay. A job on the day shift or the night shift at the plant available. Of course, this is incorrect, guys. Yeah. Okay. Why? Why this is incorrect? Let's find it out. Yeah. So again, like I said before, you need to identify the subject and the verb. Can you find it? A job on the day shift or the night shift. Yeah. Okay. So we can say this as the subject, but we need to find the core noun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A job on the day shift or the night shift at the plant, right? So the core noun is a job, everybody. So this is the subject. Yeah. And again, you have to notice or you have to remember that this ending able, that's a signal or that's an indicator that it is not a verb, it is an adjective, right? If it is an adjective, then you need to use to be in front of the adjective. So maybe in this context, you can use is everyone. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, so that's the best answer. So you can say a job on the day shift or the night shift at the plant is available. Okay. Yes. All right. So we can conclude that in this skill one. So you need to be able to identify a subject and a verb in a sentence construction. Yeah, that's the first and the basic skill that you have to master to get a better score for TOEFL. Okay. So again, guys, for number four until number seven, don't forget to do it and answer them in our comments columns. Goodbye, everybody, and see you in our next video. Goodbye and wassalamualaikum.